Hey, good evening. Who's here and where you scoping from? It shows one person. That always trips me up. Hi, who else joined us? Hey, Shauna. How are you? You keeping out of this rain? It is so yucky. My mom is in Louisiana and she was telling me about this. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? How are things going with getting the website up and going, lady? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. You know, I don't like that whole thing of waiting. I just need to get the message out. People can catch the replay. Hey, by the way, if you are catching the replay, thanks for hopping in on my scope, and thank those of you who are joining us live. Hey, Delmore, how are you? Good to see you here. And so I am, for those who may not know me, I am Zakia Kyles, Chief Queen Officer of Queenly Confident Brands and the founder of From Stuck to Start, where we are winning the battle of obesity. Hey, the Curve Vegan, how are you? Good to see you. I hope everybody is keeping dry because it is raining here on my side of the world. And so in this day and time that we live, we get a lot of motivation. We get a lot of inspiration. But I think that it's possible that in some cases, so many of us are on motivation and inspiration overload. And the reason I say that is because the number of people, they're constantly going to conferences, they're constantly, going here, going there, buying this, buying that, in some cases of hoping to be inspired. But in many cases, people still are not inspired to move. And so my message to you tonight is that if you are motivated, that is your cue. That's your spark, that it's time to get moving on something. I know so many cases because of this infiltration of being over motivated or whatever. We have a tendency to just kind of sometimes sit and just kind of bask and take it in. It's just like if you're eating like that piece of cheesecake, you say you're just going to eat just a little bit, but then you decide to eat more and you decide to eat more, but then you don't have any more, and then you're stuck with okay, I got to do something about this. I need to either work this off or I got to modify something. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the same thing that's happening with so many people that they're motivated, but they're not people who are being moved to action. Because the truth of the matter still lies in is that if we are truly to take hold of all that God has designed and laid out in our destiny, it requires us to get up and move or to do something. That's plain and simple. Plain and simple. And so here's a couple of tips that I want to share with you. If you are a person, and I will be the first to say, hand raised, right? That's my left hand. Left hand raised, Scouts honor. I'm a Girl Scout. I will be the first to say that I have been a victim of, being ODing on inspiration and motivation. I've been guilty of that. And I've been guilty of it to the point where I've just stayed stagnant. I just like to lay and bask in the good feeling that I have. But that good feeling did nothing for me or meant nothing for me if I was not willing to follow that up with any work. And so here's my first tip for you. If that is the case, if that is something that you're doing, hold on one second. I'm good. Thanks. I'm sitting in this lot and the lady was like, you good or good? I just had to let her know I was okay. Okay, so the first step. Hey, Keisha, thanks for joining us. So the first step, if you are a person who needs to move from motivation, ODing, or being a motivation junkie, the first thing is that you need to take a step and do something. So let's consider that first step as being maybe you start doing some research. Now be careful not to stay in that research area too long, because if you stay there too long, then you're going to be ODing on all this information on this particular thing that you're looking to do. But I would say that if you're actually looking to move, I would say maybe take a month, at a max a month and a half, to kind of get some things going, to do your research when it actually comes to this particular thing you need to move on. The second thing is that I would find a mentor, or either looking at, hey Brandy, thanks for joining us, I would either look at getting a mentor or look at investing in a coach so that this person can help guide me into whatever this particular ideal, this dream, or whatever it is that I need to move. Then the third thing is that you need to be able to share this with some people. You need to share this. Hey Keisha, thank you for inviting people. You need to share this with other people. Share this with your trusted friends and advisors. Now, one thing I will tell you is that when you begin to open your mouth and share this with other people, don't expect everybody to be on board. Just keeping it real. And if you've had that experience, show me some love, show me some hearts. Because I'm sure all of us have had that particular experience where we've thought this thing that we've had, this burning, this passion, this desire, but then we don't have anybody else who wants to partake in it with us. And so therefore, sometimes some of us begin to kind of take a seat back because of the fact we can't necessarily find other people to be on the bandwagon with this particular thing that we're looking to do. Yeah. So those are my 3 tips. And I want you to be really real with yourself. If you have been a person who has been guilty of being a motivation or inspiration overload, I want you to consider one step that you can do today to get moving. Because the truth of the matter is time is of the essence. And you don't have, you nor me or anybody else does not have that much time to get done what God has called us to do. If you are in need of some people to help you with getting some things, I don't coach in that particular aspect, but I can refer you to people. Reach out to me. I'm on Facebook. Lastly, what I want to mention too is that if you are in the Atlanta and the surrounding areas, I would love to see you on December the 5th from 9 to 1 at the Woman to Woman Empowerment Seminar. This particular empowerment seminar is co-hosted by myself, along with Delmar Johnson, who is on here, HR Brain for Hire, and Tierra Destiny Reed. And we are looking to see your face there. We're looking to be able to join up with other women who are going to just unmask and tell their real stories about life, about how they've overcome, and being able to share their story in an effort to help heal other women. If you are interested in coming, and we know you are interested, I want you to grab you and your girlfriends, and I'd love to see you there. I want you to go to tierradestinyreed.com/woman to woman, and that is the word TO.com. And you can go ahead and get signed up. Also, too, if you are a business or an aspiring entrepreneur, any respect, and you would love to be able to get your products out before some women, we'd love to have your products in our bags. Just hit me up on Facebook. Again, I'm Zakia Kyles, and I'd be happy to help you. And I look forward to seeing you all at the empowerment seminar. You all, this is going to be something unlike anything I've ever experienced before. I came up with this idea, and see what happens is that when you talk to somebody who is a doer, like Tierra, she's like, we're gonna make it happen. Okay, so what we gotta do? We gotta do this. And so some of you all who are on this scope, y'all know how she is. And so it was like, I shouldn't have said that if I wasn't gonna be able to do it. And so, but I'm just so elated to be able to just continue to walk in obedience as it relates to those things that I'm supposed to do. So again, I would love to see you at the Woman to Woman Empowerment Seminar. And it's going to be held on Saturday, December the 5th. That's a Saturday morning again. And it's from 9 to 1 at Georgia Perimeter. Okay? All the other information is on there. If you have other questions, I'd be happy to answer them. And I would love to see you there. All right? So this is the key. It's time for me to get out of the rain. And I need to make a run at the grocery store. And so I hope that you have had a well Wednesday. I hope all is well with you. And I hope that your soul is prospering and that you are in good health. Thanks so much. Be sure to visit us at ZakiaSKyles.com. Take care. Bye-bye.